Welcome to the West Country and the historic city of Gloucester. They've had a rugby club here for something like 120 years. They adore the game in these parts. It's an ideal location for an exciting new venture. Here at Kingsholm, home of Gloucester Rugby Union Club, we're all set for the first ever national 10-a-side tournament. Hello, good afternoon to you all. We're certainly showing you every aspect of rugby union here on ITV. The 15-a-side game gained millions of new converts throughout our coverage of the World Cup in 1991. More recently, England's victory at Murrayfield introduced us to the exciting and exhausting world of sevens. And now it's the Worthington 10s. England's top 16 clubs are here, attracted by a prize money of over £30,000. Every game is sudden death. There are no pools or leagues. It's straight knockout. This is how the first round shapes up. Wasps and Newcastle Gosforth kick off the 7-hour rugby festival. The host Gloucester start against West Hartlepool. League champions Bath against Waterloo. Shortened game specialists Harlequins, they play Nottingham. Lawrence Davalio was a key member of England's World Sevens triumph. Wearing the black of Wasps, he scored 2 first-half tries. Wasps 19-0 up by half-time. 26-5 the result. A brief appearance, a long drive home for Newcastle Gosforth. Bristol and London Scottish were tied 14-all in the second half. Then the best try of the game gave Bristol the upper hand. Paul Hull set up Mark Fontaine. Bristol never looked back, 31-14. Not the happiest 41st birthday for Alan Wells. His family, Wells the fitness coach at Scottish. Enter the host, Gloucester, one of the characters of the day, Peter Miles. Big, powerful run, but watch his painful reward. Unintentional, certainly, but very nasty. Now, the Worthington rules say if you go off injured, your tournament is finished. Miles was patched up. He went straight to the heart of the action. Gloucester got 3 tries. This was the best one.
Gloucester content to play possession rugby. They're 17 points ahead. Cummins, Tim Smith and Caskie. Caskie is clear. John Caskie all the way. Gloucester's third try.
24-0 is a very encouraging start. Miles, though, was well aware of the implications of that injury.
Well, I think the rules, and I'm not too sure of the exact rules, but I think it is if I go off and I'm replaced, I can't play any more parts in the tournament. So, obviously, being a great exponent of running rugby, like true Gloucester tradition, we all like to stay on the field and see if we can make it all the way through to the final.
In the quarterfinals, Gloucester would play the winners of this one between Wakefield and Northampton. It was going to be Wakefield in gold and black. Promoted to the first division this season, Wakefield led 36-0 at one stage. Andy Atkinson went over 3 times. 36-5 the result. Now the champions, Bath, in blue against Waterloo. Bath took control with his second half try. Suspicion of a forward pass by Nigel Redmond. No chance, though, falling back Gareth Adams. That try gave Bath a 17-7 cushion. Went on to win 26-14. Another one-sided romp. The Saracens in black against London Irish. Saracens the winners 29-0. Dan Dooley claimed the best try, an exceptional solo burst right at the start of the second half. Orrell in black were another of the big scorers in the first round. Rugby were their victims. Ian Wynne ran in 2 first-half tries. Orrell took advantage of some feeble tackling. They were much too powerful. Orrell into the last 8. 35-7 the result. They'd meet the winners of Nottingham and Harlequins. And this one provided the quickest try of the tournament. Straight from the kickoff, the Quins carve an opportunity. Just 9 seconds played, over goes Ian Desmond. 5-0. No holding Harlequins after that. 38-5 made them top scorers first phase. And that's the shape of the quarterfinals, where every match will be much more competitive. Before we see the action, though, let me just clarify some of the most important rules for 10s. Each side, 10 players, of course, selected from a squad of 12. Now, a team can change its players from game to game, but no one can be replaced during a game unless they're injured. Minimum of 5 players from each team required to form a scrummage. The game's 10 minutes each way, except the final, that's 12. Now the first quarter-final, Bath in blue against Saracens. No score as we join Alistair Hignell.
Ian Sanders, the Bath scrum half. Callard feeding Redmond. Redmond to Sparks. Sparks keeps driving. Bath driving on through Adams. Back it comes. Redmond, Callard. Hogg the try. Martin Hogg's try. Not meeting with the approval of the King's Home crowd. It was Sanders chipping away at the base, and then Callard. Lovely time pass here, and Hogg driving on. Atkins throws it in for Bath, and Redmond eventually steals it for them. Saracens, though, come away with it. And Rowlands on the loop. Rowlands looking for a read outside him. Eventually gets it to him, but Bath are back. And Ravencroft will have to start all over again. Sparks throws him down. This time, though, it's Ravencroft. Dooley now. Dooley with the chase against Hogg. Hogg goes back, but Dooley scores. Dooley going outside the tackle from Callard, chipping over Hogg. It's the second row against the centre. The centre got there first. Saracens ahead, and that's the half-time whistle. Bath 5, Saracens 7. It was Dooley who won the race against Hogg. The ball bounced nicely for him. Then for Devereux at the back. Davis is robbed. Adams, Hogg, and Atkins now. And Saracens penalised this time. And Bath want to take it quickly. Sanders finds Callard. And Hoggs finds his way out into the backs. This is Sparks. Sparks. No support though. The support was slow in coming. And Dooley loops around Green and takes on Saunders in a race. Buckingham goes across. Hughes taps ahead, and Gareth Hughes will be there for the try. Bath lost the ball in the tackle, and Dooley found some space. And although Buckingham came across to tackle him, Hughes got the vital boot to the ball. And his angle of running was always going to take him there first. And that could knock Bath out of this tournament. If Hughes gets this, of course, Bath will have to score twice. And the kick goes straight through. And that puts Bath under pressure. Dooley, it was, looping around Green. Clever play from the forward. Dooley chased by Sanders, and although Buckingham came across, that lob infield found the boot of Gareth Hughes. Bath with 3 minutes left to score twice. Callard to Tupman. Tupman goes outside one tackle, but he's got no support at all. And Tupman takes on Ravencroft now. Ravencroft back. Now where's the ball going to go? Loose enough for Adams to get there. Adams the pick-up. Adams the score. It was a two-horse race between Ravencroft and Tupman, but when the ball bounced clear, Adams was up there. the England under-21 player, to score. Callard's conversion is good. That's narrowed the gap, but Bath still need one more score. Hughes restarts. That's a little bit too long. Callard takes it for Bath. Crane, Atkins and Sparks. Adams again. In injury time now, Saracens clinging on to a 2-point lead. Rack from Davis for Saracens. Cooley's flick finds Hughes and Ravencroft. Ravencroft will score the decisive try for Saracens. That puts Bath out of the tournament. It was clever working of the blind side. They were all queuing up to handle, and Ravencroft made the extra man. Successful conversion. Saracens 21-12 ahead. Well into injury time, and the referee will blow the final whistle. Saracens 21, Bath 12.
I think you've got the home crown behind you now, haven't you? You've put paid to Bath.
Yeah, once we got rid of Bath, I just hope we don't get Gloucester till the final. So we've got a bit of a chance with the crowd, on the semi-finals and coming up to the final. As I say, if Gloucester go out, I hope the crowd stay. I'm sure it'll be a good final, whoever gets there.
You fancy yourselves a bit now?
Well, 16-1 we were. I should have put some money on it then, but I don't know what we'll be now. Probably around the 2-1 mark. I should hope.
So the outsiders, Saracens, first into the last four to play either Orrell or Harlequins. Both big winners already, but Orrell's tank have run dry.
And Orrell eventually get the ball back. Little now, the scrum half. But Harlequins seal it again, and his opposite number is Goodwin. Thumps into Stanley, but again makes the ball available. Russell and Bailey. Russell again. Lovely hands, and Thompson all the way through. A great dummy from him, and under the post for the third try.
Lovely handling and running from the Twins. 5 tries in all, 35 more points on the board. 7s and 10s is supposed to be an alien territory for props. Nobody's told Jeff Probyn that. Probyn showed Wasps the way to the semis, and he crashed over to open his scoring against Bristol. Wasps 17-0 up at one stage, but clinging on at the end to win 17-14. But 10s gets a big thumbs up from Probyn.
Well, 10s is a game that's pretty much like rugby, 15-a-side. It's a game for all shapes and all sizes, and I'm one of the odd shapes and sizes. I enjoy 10s, it's a great game. Can't play 7s, but 10s, yeah.
Despite your shape and size, you went over for a try here today.
Yeah, it was not from our own goal line. Quick break up the field, 125, few side steps, chip over, pick the ball up and score.
You'll treasure that one, I would think.
I will, yeah. It's prop balls don't get a lot of tries, but this gives you a chance to run, a chance to play with the ball, and I enjoy it. It's good fun.
And fun and games in the last quarter-final between Gloucester and Wakefield. As Wakefield's Jonathan Slightholm got into top gear, Gloucester's Mark Nicholson came into the focus of our cameraman on the touchline. Nicholson, the man who delivered that knockout blow. No permanent damage, fortunately. What we call a close-up. The match itself decided on a split decision, 2 tries to 1.
Cummins, it's from half for Gloucester. Shows that dummy and feeds Holford on the burst. Paul Holford through the middle, and the try for Gloucester. Stewart goes through the 1 tackle. Stewart looking for support on the inside. Devereux has him in the end. Sowerby recovers, and Lively then over for Wakefield here if they can use it. Garnett, Thompson shrugs off the tackle from Nicholson and goes round. Cummins across field, dummying and going over himself. Damian Cummins with a try.
Are you a wealthy man?
No. Boy, how much is it going to cost me this time?
Well, just to let you know that cameras cost £30,000 and the lens that you smashed into cost £20,000.
Well, no, I don't think a student grant will go that far, actually.
I mean,
Don't tell the bank manager, that's all.
I've heard about putting yourself in the picture, but that was ridiculous.
Well, I had to make some form of impression anyway, but hopefully it didn't go too badly anyway with the camera anyway.
Well, we got you in graphic close-up. We have managed to repair it, but I think you'll go down and made a bit of history there.
Oh, that's nice to know, yeah. Thanks a lot.
So then things really warming up here at Gloucester. We started off with 16 clubs. Now we're down to the last 4. We've semi-final action from the Worthington 10s coming up very shortly. And welcome back to the Worthington 10s from Kingsholm in Gloucester. Before we see the semi-final action, let's have a word with Wayne Shelford, former skipper of the New Zealand All Blacks. Wayne, what have you made of what you've seen here so far today?
Well, I think the football in the first part of the day is pretty average. And once we got into the quarterfinals, very good play. There's been some brilliant play, individual and collective play by all the teams.
What's the secret of being a successful team at 10-a-side?
I think it's getting the harmonious relationship between playing 15s and 7s. And if you can narrow it down slightly to be able to play 15s when you need to, and to be able to open the ball up and keep it free. A lot of the teams are falling into the trap of getting into confrontation zone, which is tight rucks and mauls on the ground and not making the ball available. That's what you're trying not to do. And once you can get that ball away from that zone, we want to be up and running with the game. And I think that's nobody knows the game of 10s over here, and that's what we're going to try and do, keep the ball alive. A lot of the forwards are chasing the ball all over the paddock. You don't have to chase the ball in this game. You just pick up your line just like 7s. And it's all about it, you know, a lot of players have never played it, and it's educating them.
It's a tough physical education for these teams. Match number 3 coming up. First, Wasps against Gloucester. Jeff Probyn, England prop, wears 3 in the black of Wasps. They'll look to the pace of Lawrence Delalio. Peter Miles still going strong for Gloucester, and the camera cruncher, Mark Nicholson. Gloucester's Damian Cummins damaged ligaments early on. Ian Morgan was his replacement. Wayne Shelford has joined Alistair Higgins.
Down and in 1.
For the first time in Britain, you'll be able to hear the comments of the referee, David Matthews.
Scrace steps through 1 tackle. Morgan's in the action straight away. The ball goes loose. And Deacon feeds Morgan. Morgan to Holford. Looping is Devereux. And again, Gloucester win it. And Holford in the corner. Holford for the first try. And the Kingsholm crowd is delighted.
The great interpassing there for Holford to finish off with a lovely try down the right-hand side.
It was a very special place to play here at Kingsholm. Tim Smith's kick curls in and goes over the post, and Gloucester leading by 7 points to 0. And Gloucester roll it away. Deacon digs it out, and the long pass finds Smith, and Smith finds touch. No, he doesn't. Wright has to go all the way back as the ball eventually rolls into touch. Wright takes a quick one. The little scrum half steps inside. into trouble. Clough, though, out to Delalio, and Lawrence Scrace. Nicholson tries to tackle him, and White. Scrace digs it out again, and Clough down the middle. Good tackle from Morgan. But first man there is Jeff Probyn to Dunn and Hopley, and Scrace again. This is great handling from the Wasps. Clough, and Miles is there for Gloucester. Peter Miles lays the ball inside to Holford, and Holford lobs it in again to Don Caskie to score Gloucester's second try.
A lot of people cheering for the home side here today. A great try, brilliant try started off by Peter Mills, picking up second pace ball from the scrum, into passing through Paul Holford onto the try scorer, Don Caskie. A great try.
And Tim Smith's conversion, 14-0 to Gloucester.
Watch his stop. Yeah, no goal.
A lot of pressure there put on by Wasps initially, and eventually losing the ball.
Certainly, yeah.
Chris Wright comes off the scrum half, being helped off. And the replacement, Mike Friday,
Tell you when, I'm not starting
number 6 for Wasps. A fresh pair of legs to their cause. Clough shrugs off one tackle. Clough, the England international, is very strong. And Probyn, the England international and British Lion,
That's how though.
held in the tackle. And Gloucester winning the scrum.
This game is a very tight game up front. The forwards are playing like they're playing league rugby.
And the half-time whistle is greeted with applause from the crowd. They're closer to a final. Wasps 0, Gloucester 14.
Okay, for the kick-offs. Let's get one man ring with the ball forward. Let's believe in us, let's believe.
Okay, Gloucester, just hold for the whistle. Okay, Wasps.
Tim Smith restarts for Gloucester. They're so confident now. This is Deacon. Deacon will charge. And they all want the ball now. Ashmead's little kick ahead is meant for Morgan to chase, and Morgan picks it up. The replacement delightedly dances over for the third try.
Great run by one of the props. Good little chip through.
Tim Smith's kick, as you can hear from the crowd, was successful. Gloucester 21, Wasp 0. It was Paul Ashmead whose little chip ahead made the space, and the replacement, Morgan, with fresh legs onto the ball and racing around for the try.
Scrum is better than a penalty. Bring it over to me, fellas, from that. There's a little bit more greenery. Wasps have the scrum. I'll take you into it. Engage. Nice and early. Still on its way yet?
Both sides with replacement scrum halves. This is one of them, Wasps' Mike Friday. Scrace sets out across field. Abaddon kicks and chases. Deacon goes back, normally a prop forward. Good fall from him. Abaddon challenges. Deacon, though, gets up and drives forward. Wasps, though, steal it. This is Jeff Probyn. There might be space on the left here. This is Hopley. Hopley through the middle for the try. Phil Hopley, the scorer.
It's a little bit more like the Wasps we know. Great little second phase play, coming out. Done straight out to Hopley, taking the gap and putting the ball right between the posts.
Hopley's chance to convert his own try. He does so. Gloucester 21, Wasps 7. A quick one, low one from Deacon. I think Wasps were equal to that one.
Play it, play it, play it.
Digging the ball out. Friday. Delalio, he's got a long way to run. Loops the ball out to Hopley, who sets off back across the field. Hopley now with 3 Gloucester players covering back. Goes outside Morgan. Takes on Holford. Looks for support, gets it on the inside. But Gloucester get there in numbers. There's so much pride at stake for these home players. Morgan in to dig it out. White offside for Wasps as Tim Smith hoops the ball into touch.
Some great passage of play right just then. Hopley running down the right-hand side.
Offside from them when they went down.
Great run by Damian Hopley running down there. It's a pity he just didn't have a little bit more support play with him. And didn't quite have the pace to make it to the line himself.
Steady, just your 1 metre.
Great tackle by number 10, Paul Holford.
The restart from Wasps. Clough runs across field, but into a wall of red jerseys. Scrace. Probyn, good hands. Friday. Now there might be space over on this far side. This is done. The hooker. Nobody bought that dummy. Wasps dig it out again through Friday. Volley. And again the support comes from White and Abaddon. Sets out across the field. Clough. Delalio and Clough again. The pass behind Dunn and Hopley. Volley.
Let him race.
Laying the ball back for Wasps again. Dunn's playing at scrum half now. Delalio. Again the ball into space. This is Buster White. A flank forward, and this is Jeff Probyn. Draws one man, sends Friday over. Friday tries to dodge back closer to the post, and Mike Friday, the replacement scrum half, scores Wasps' second try.
We're on 6:50 now.
Some good football being played at this present time. Some good looping passes. Jeff Probyn taking the ball on, passing it out to Matt Friday, who runs all the way to the line and tries to get a little bit closer to the post to make it a little bit easier for the kicker. Great try.
That's the view for Phil Hopley, and he curls it round. So Gloucester 21, Wasps 14.
Jeff Probyn takes the ball. He's running down the left-hand side of the field with a good pass out to Mike Friday, who goes all the way to the line. 2 minutes, sidesteps a couple of guys to get a little bit closer to the post to score the try.
And it's paid off for him because Wasps are now only 7 points adrift. Gloucester 21, Wasps 14, and Wasps have the ball. Possession is crucial. This is Abaddon. Abaddon goes outside Holford. Morgan is back as a fullback. Morgan on Abaddon. Abaddon goes prevent him getting under the post, and Wasps are right back in this match.
Some brilliant football. Ball coming out to Abaddon. Going right down from right to left in front of the stand. Goes in, draws his man well, and goes straight back outside. Carrying the ball well. He scores a lovely try.
Should perhaps Wayne have gone round close to the post, do you think?
I think he could have gone a couple of metres closer to the post to make it a little bit easier for Phil Hopley.
Phil Hopley's kick misses. The crowd rejoice because that means that Gloucester stay in the lead. 21 points to 19.
I think the Gloucester boys are very, very tired at this moment. You know, chasing two phases of play where Wasps have basically maintained a lot of pressure on them.
Tim Smith will restart. He desperately needs a good restart kick so his forwards can get hold of the ball. Wasps, though, have it through Dunn and tidy it again through Probin. Gloucester will try and tie this one up, but Wasps get in there. It's not coming out. Gloucester penalised. Wasps have the ball. A penalty from Friday. We're in injury time now. Scrace kicks. Abaddon chases. Holford goes back. So does Morgan. Holford will hoop it into touch, and that is the final whistle. Gloucester are through to the final by the narrowest of margins. Gloucester 21, Wasps 19.
How much help is it having this terrific support backing you?
Oh, it's you know, it's a real lift when you come out to the big cheer, obviously, at any game at Kingshall. But a bit of a special occasion today. It's worth an extra man, really. You know, it's they're great. You know, they're like this every Saturday, so this is no different to us, really.
And that support has taken force victory. In the other semi, the Harlequins led 12-7
Leave me a
half-time
Russell.
wins, beaten the Twickenham last weekend. Now, another cup final was just around the corner.
Playing for silverware, boy. This is where it really matters, guys. This 10 minutes is where it really matters. Concentrate, right? Bit of aggression. Keep that scrummaging going. Keep the scrummaging going. Keep it going.
It's vital as to which side gets in first. It's the Harlequins. Goodwin feeds Osman. Osman chased by Reed, but Osman will go through for his second try. Oh, looking at that replay, it doesn't look as though he really touched the ball down.
No, it doesn't, and I think the Saracens boys are a little bit disappointed with that, but the referee is only human and he doesn't see everything.
And Saracens need to score if they're to stay in this match. Davis, Hughes, feeds Ravencroft. Ravencroft through the one tackle. Saracens want to dig it out again. They can see it. Now they have it. Devereux to score. Anthony Devereux scoring the second try for Saracens and keeping them in the match.
Good tight ruck. Ball's coming out very slow from John Green straight to Devereux, who forces his way over, dots the ball down.
Davis. Ravencroft on the burst, the knock on by Harlequins, not spotted by the referee. Alexander's going round and scoring the try. Jeff Alexander to score the try.
Ball goes out to Ravencroft and he goes into the tackle, and the ball comes off a Harlequin's hand, but it's well scooped up by number 7, Jeff Alexander, and goes all the way to the line.
And that sees Harlequins through to the final, where they'll play against the home side, Gloucester.
You're playing a very distinctive style here, though, a definite handling game.
Yeah, when we played sevens before, we've always tried to keep the ball moving rather than taking too many tackles and getting involved in sort of wrestling competitions on the floor. We got a reasonably quick side here today, so we're trying to stay away from trouble in the midfield.
It's fair to say the heat has gone up gradually here today. How much have you got left for the final?
I'm not sure. I think it'll get a bit hotter though when Gloucester see their boys run out for the final.
So we're all set for the final then between the runners and those superb handlers from Harlequins, and the home side will get all the backing here at Kingsholm. That's Gloucester. You're back with us at Kingsholm for the final of the Worthington Tens, and what a match in prospect. The hosts, Gloucester, after an up and down season against the runners and handlers from the Harlequins. Well, Wayne Shelford, let's put you right on the spot. Who do you fancy in the final?
I fancy Gloucester to take the title. The reason I choose them is because in the semi-finals they showed a lot of pride and passion, and even though they play with a limited style of tens rugby, they played to win, and they were utilising their forwards very, very well. Harlequins, the other team, play their game very much like sevens, and I think they can be upset, even though they've got the skill and all the style. I think the passion has got to come through for the Gloucester side.
Well, a packed Kingsholm welcoming the arrival of their heroes. Gloucester, as you'd expect, with a large and powerful pack, with Peter Miles, a big ball-winning number 5. They've got a new scrum half in Ian Morgan on for the injured Damian Cummins. Paul Holford will provide their cutting edge and the pace on the wing. Harlequins also with plenty of quick men. Stuart Thresher, normally a full-back, is playing in the second row. Gavin Thompson and Mark Evans, the men expected to provide the fireworks. The runner in, Russell Osmond. And now we'll get down to Jeff Probin's area of speciality, the set scrum.
Yeah, I think that Gloucester's scrum has been a bit unbalanced today, but they seem to be putting pressure on in this one.
And earning a free kick as a result. Harlequins penalised for not getting the ball in quickly. Not a good pass from Morgan, but Tim Smith has it. And Deacon now. There may be space on this side. Devereux. Devereux has Morgan outside him. Morgan looking for support, gets it on the inside from Ashmead. Paul Ashmead will score the first try of this final. And Gloucester fans delighted to see their side make the first score.
Well, we see here that it's not only Quins that can pass and move a ball. The Gloucester boys take the ball on, use the overlap they've got outside there, drawing the Quins players across, covering the space, and Ashmead takes it up through the middle. Great running.
Tim Smith's conversion attempt, no, pulled across, so Gloucester leading by 5 points to 0. And a replacement already on for the Harlequins, that's Carl Simpson, number 11 there, coming on for Stuart Thresher, who took a bang in the mouth in that last movement. Gloucester try to dig it out. Back it comes for Tim Smith. Over the head of Osman. Killick is back there, the hooker playing at full-back and opening it out well. Simpson, his first touch of the ball. And trying to lay it back, but unsuccessfully.
Take it in, Queens, we're going to scrub it. Gloucester ball. Get away on the deck, please.
Good double tackling there. One man taking it at the top to smother the ball, the other man knocking him over.
No pulling around, pushing. Still, there it is. Sorry, lads. Sorry, Scrummer.
Ian Morgan is playing at scrum half for Gloucester. He's come on for the injured Damian Cummins for the last game and a half, and this is Holford. Holford, the Gloucester pace man, a lovely sidestep from Paul Holford, and Gloucester's second try.
Gloucester scrum, strong. Ian Morgan, great break, pass the ball out. Holford just takes his man on, shows him the outside, steps inside, and just runs straight in between the posts. Simple as that. Easy try. Gloucester will probably tire in the second half, though. The way they played the game against us, get the scores on easy and defend for the second half. I'd expect to see Quins come back in that section.
And Tim Smith's conversion is good. Gloucester leading by 12 points to 0.
Tim Smith makes the pass there, and Holford just goes, sends his man outside, and then in straight under the post. Good scrum again by Gloucester.
Alexander's restart is taken by Deacon on the charge. Hands off for Harlequin. The crowd love that. Morgan. Ashmead, the scorer of the first try. He's got men outside him if he can find them. There's Morgan. Ian Morgan chased all the way by Killick. But Morgan's through again. Gloucester running rampage.
Good pass out. Good break here by Ashmead. Whatever. On again. Draws his man, looking for the cover, and round the outside, straight in. Good tackle, but too late. Try scored.
That's the replacement, the second replacement for the Harlequins. His name's Julian Bailey, normally plays on the wing. And Richard Goodwin, the scrum half, is the injured man. Helped off by the Harlequins manager, Jamie Salmon. And Harlequins already used up 2 replacements.
These hard grounds take it out of the players. The tackles that go in are so hard now that you get a lot of these whiplash injuries.
Tim Smith's conversion attempt is true, straight between the posts. Gloucester leading by 19 points to 0.
Great ball, it moved out there, long pass out. Holford just goes, Ian Morgan just goes, draws the man over the top. Morgan takes it now and he's away. And look at him go, he's so fast, he's straight there, strong, gets through the tackle and down to the try.
Half-time! And the half-time whistle goes. The crowd very happy with that scoreline. Gloucester 19, Harlequins 0.
Boy, put these lips in, boys. Come on, not over. Let's not rest. Let's go like we started to do. Let's go stuck into work. Spread out and mark a man. We're all benching up. Everybody mark a man. Yeah. Another try and it'll kill him. Got to get another try. Pressure. Got to score. It doesn't matter. Stand. How much you hate, boys? You've got to keep it going. Yeah.
Play for me, Tim, please.
Mark, you ready?
Tim Smith restarts for Gloucester. Gloucester will need no reminding that they were 21-0 up at half-time in the semi-final, and Wasps got back to within 2 points. They're only 19-0 ahead of Harlequins, and these halves are 12 minutes each way. So it's vital. The first score will probably decide if they can score it, and they win a penalty, and I'll bet that Tim Smith will kick it goal.
Find on and retire back, please. 10, please, Queens. Let's go 10.
If he gets this kick, it means the Harlequins have got to score 4 times. And I think that would be a bit too much for them.
Tim Smith kicks it through between the posts, and that is a vital blow for Gloucester. 22-0 ahead now. Quins needing to score 4 times to win this match.
Wait, we don't see anybody kneeling down. We stay up, okay? Wait, I'll tell you. There it is. And in, please. Get a ton of scrum out, please.
Gloucester nearly lost that one against the head. The drop goal attempt from Smith off the outside of his foot. Sensible play from Tim Smith. It all wastes time. Gloucester leading by 22 points to 0.
Good try. Yeah.
Tim Smith trying to put it too far in front of Quins to even contemplate getting back.
Ashmead
Get
ties
away.
it up for Gloucester. Morgan tries to get it out, but knocks on.
Just nudge forward. He was okay. We're going to scrummage. Gloucester ball. He was okay. Just nudge forward. He was bound in. Nothing wrong.
Quite clever by the tackle player there who put his foot out and kicked the ball actually out the scrum half hand.
So you to play the ball on your feet. Wait. There it is, Owen, please. Got the ball's come up.
Gloucester under pressure.
Come on! Scrummage again, you're in possession, Quins. If I see you pull or penalise. Okay? Quins ball.
Yeah.
Don't pull in, okay? Go foot forward. There it is.
Thompson is playing at scrum half for the Quins. Gloucester steal it. Gloucester go through for another try through Peter Miles.
Yeah, good heel by Quins, but no control. Gavin Thompson loses it. Devereux picks the ball up and feeds Miles, and Miles just gets a free run to the line. No problems at all.
Tim Smith looks to convert Miles's try, and the crowd will that one over. Gloucester unassailable now, 29 points to 0 ahead, and the celebrations can already start at Kingsholm.
There's a good scrum here. Quins lose control of it. Morgan just flicks the ball with his foot, passes it out to Miles, and Miles has got a clear run straight in for the try.
And that is the final whistle. The Kingsholm crowd erupts. A very popular win for them. Gloucester have won the inaugural Worthington 10s. They've won it comfortably enough by 29 points to 0.
Peter, you told us early on you were going to last the course. I can see why.
What a day, eh? What can you say when you've got support like this rolling you on? Kingsholm, the home of rugby. I think the boys would like to pay tribute to all the support today. Paul Williams, Dave Spencer, everybody. Just a superb day. He struggled a bit this season in the league, but there's still a bit of rugby left in Gloucester yet, I think.
Tim, a home win. You're the first national tennis-side champions. Give us your reaction.
This is the reaction. It's fantastic, isn't it? The home of rugby in England. We've done it against the odds. We didn't even give ourselves a chance when we were training.
Really?
The training didn't go very well, and we've come out. We've done it today. It's just a matter of getting in, getting stuck in.
There might be just a few celebrations tonight, judging by the atmosphere.
We'll have a few beers. We expected to be in the bar by about 12:30, but here we are, champions. What can I say?
Brilliant, well done.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers to Gloucester. This victory put a huge smile on the faces of everyone at Kingsholm after an awkward season. Skipper Andy Stanley collected the Worthington Shield from Danny Serpentine, president of the Rugby Football Union. This tournament has put the men of Gloucester back on the right track. Gloucester and the game of tens on their way.
For more sport on Central, Nigel Mansell's IndyCar 93 coming up.